Yeah, in the 60s, that was just a new start of automobile design. Before we had, maybe there was a fact, we had a very little design department which was named more Entwurfsabteilung. Yeah? Design, this word wasn't very popular. It wasn't popular. A very important department anyway, yeah? But it was a department below the body construction, the body department. The design in the 60s, I mentioned already a restart. That was the first time we designed a car from the beginning on. Little sketches, the full-size sketches, airbrush renderings, and to start with the model. First with a 5th scale model, a full-size model, and up to the normal development like it is today. But before, we got from Detroit a fiberglass model as not a religion model, but this was practically the model. And what we did, that was the interior and the badging. Yeah, and for instance, some other parts like the wheels, the wheel desks, the wheel things, some little things. But from 62 on, we had a complete design from the beginning on to the production. Yeah, it was somehow very, very special. It was an idea of our first design director named Clay McKeegan. He asked me to design a sports car, a two-seater. You know, you must see it this way. We designed before just bread and butter cars, like we call it this time. Bread and butter cars, I think this is very good, understandable, yeah? Like the Record, the Cadet. The Cadet was pretty new at this time. And the truck. Okay, and the top of designing, it was a coupe, for instance. To design a two-seater sports car, that was something for us, you know. That's really, it was something like a top, yeah. Our modelers, they also were very enthused about to model a two-seater, a sports car. It was never before we had the chance to do this in this way. Yeah? Yeah, in this case, I have to say this was internally a secrecy. Yeah? GM didn't know about that. Maybe McKeegan, our boss, he talked to his boss, which was Bill Mitchell at this time. But I think it was a top secret, at least in the first few weeks. Yeah? The dangerous was too big that if the management of Opel has known about it, maybe they wiped it out and they threw it just away. Yeah? The main challenge was in order to build up a sports car, yeah? Something like a Ferrari or, you know, like the normal sports car at this time, is to move the engine back. Yeah? If we would have the normal concept engine on the front axle, yeah, it never became a sport car. Yeah? It was a coupe. Yeah? A coupe came out of this concept. And this was a big fight. Many people of the engineering department, they worked on a normal conception on the engine on the front axle. Yeah? But there were some of the people, and also the boss, Hans Messheimer, for instance, I think he was about almost 100% with us. Yeah? He knows about it. A sports car only can be done just the engine position and the weight balance of the whole car. Yeah? And later on, we had a guy which helped us very much. It was Mr. Bob Lutz. And finally, this concept came through for the first show, 1965 in Frankfurt. Our view was always to look to Italy and not to Detroit, not so much to Detroit. But you see the influence of of the GT also was quite a bit of Detroit, like when I look at the shape, yeah, like the fenders, the front and the rear fenders. But which was the direction or our look in which direction? Yeah? That was more to Italy. Yeah? Nur fliegen ist schöner. Yeah? This was not a slogan of the management, but of the advertising office, but I think they were with it, yeah, at this time. No, it was the comments, they were all positive at this time, I think. There was nobody which had something negative, yeah. You know, some people, they asked me years ago or in the last few, even in the last few years, did you think that this became a legend? Yeah? I said, no, I don't know. It just happened. Yeah? Yeah? It just happened like some other things in the world.